Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast with myself, Nick Strum, Andy Semo, Kevin Asoyan, unable to join us. Another 2 out of 3. No shocker here. We cannot hit anything. Kind of comical at this point. A couple exciting games yesterday. Miami sucks ass, but I'll hand it off to Andy for a quick recap of another loser.
Yeah, we have had 2 out of 3s. I think this is 7 out of our last 8. Which is genuinely impossible. I'll start yesterday with my pick, Dolphins +4. They had every single opportunity in the world to tie the game, at least cover this. And Tua just said, I'm good, man. He threw 3 interceptions. He looked just horrible. Jalen Waddle went down as well. But, yeah, they couldn't get the run game going. Tua just threw interception after interception. They took sack after sack. And it's not like the Texans played, out of their mind. C.J. Stroud didn't play that great either. He played fine. But it was just really bad. So, yeah, Dolphins, that was bad. But Jets plus -2.5, absolute sweat from you. Aaron Rodgers in the clutch. I think they ended up winning by 3 or 7, something like that. But they covered, so nice hit for you. Absolute public play that we hated, but ended up covering. And then Chiefs -3.5. Not even a question. That was locked in all day. So they were up 21-0 at the half, and yeah, Jameis Winston threw 4 interceptions. It was an easy game for the Chiefs. So good hit for Kevin, but a loser nevertheless on the month. Who cares? We're down 13 units. Kevin's 9-6. I'm 8-7. You're 7-7. Truly unbelievable. Truly, truly unbelievable. We're all 500 or above.
You gotta laugh.
Yeah, you have to. We're just limping to the finish line, hoping for next year. It's just next year is where we're going at this point. So, all right. On today, 2 Monday Night Football games.
At least it's not a same game parlay. It's something different for you.
It's what do they call it? Same game parlay X. Right, it's got 2 different games, but and the Bears play. That's going to be very disappointing for us Bears fans, but
let's watch Caleb Williams ball. That's all we look for.
He's got 4 injured offensive linemen, so
don't get hurt.
Backups.
No torn ACLs. Don't get hurt.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Don't get hurt. So, but we'll start. I guess we'll start with your pick. Go ahead, Stroud.
Yeah, we'll start with the Bears-Minnesota game. I'm going Jordan Addison, 50-plus receiving yards. He's gone over this number in 4 straight games, and over that span, he's averaging 103 yards a game on nearly 9 targets a game. He torched this Bears team less than a month ago. He went for 162 yards, and it's as expected because Jalen Johnson is likely to shadow Justin Jefferson, and this Bears defense has really struggled since the Week 7 bye. They were pretty good at the beginning of the year, not so good anymore. Jordan Addison, 50-plus, seems like a little bit of a value pick here, so 50-plus seems low.
Yeah, he's been getting fed pretty well. Jefferson's probably going to have 100 yards, but they love feeding Jordan Addison. So
the Bears did limit Justin Jefferson to, I think, under 30 yards the first game this year. So Jalen Johnson, if he's on Justin Jefferson all game, should open some holes for Jordan Addison. Hopefully.
Yeah, agreed. All right, I'll go with my pick next. I'm going to the Falcons-Raiders game. I'm doing over 43 points in that game. And the main reason, both these defenses are not good. Also, Max Crosby is out. He's out for the rest of the year. I don't know how the Raiders are going to generate much pass rush without that superstar with them. And then speaking of pass rush, the Falcons are ranked last in the league in sacks. They do not get after the quarterback at all. Both teams should have a lot of time to throw. Kirk Cousins, the tide has to change for him eventually. He's a good quarterback. I think anyone will say he's not the greatest quarterback in the world, but he's a really good quarterback. I don't think he's going to throw that many interceptions today. The Vegas ranks 28th in interceptions on the year, so they're not a team that turns the ball over much on defense. And likely, or on the same side, the Falcons, they're not a turnover-heavy defense either. So If turnovers happen, I hope that they're on their own 20-yard line, so it's an instant red zone opportunity. But I don't see that happening. Also, run games for both these teams are pretty good. The Raiders have found something with Sincere McCormick. He's averaging 5.5 yards a carry. He's been really, really good and is now leading that backfield. Obviously, Bijan Robinson for the Falcons. So I think both teams can put up some points. I think the Falcons need to break out eventually. They could put up 30 tonight. The big question mark is who's going to play quarterback for the Raiders. Hopefully, Aiden O'Connell goes. But I still feel pretty confident with Desmond Ridder. So, two bad defenses. That's what we're going on.
Yeah, Falcons defense sucks. Raiders, it's okay.
There's no Max Crosby. Like, who's getting after the quarterback now?
It's an okay defense.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. Raiders give up the second most points in the league. Falcons are 8th. So, yeah. All right. Take a Kevin pick.
Yeah, I'll go to Kevin's pick. He's staying with the same game. He's going Raiders +7, and he says he's fading the public here. Shocker of the century. Falcons have failed to cover in 4 straight games. Kirk Cousins has been bad. He's thrown at least 1 pick in each of their last 4 games. And he said the Raiders have looked pretty solid lately. They kept it pretty close against the Chiefs 2 weeks ago, and he says they keep most games pretty close. Raiders offense is 9th in passing yards per game. Defense 12th in total yards against per game. Falcons defense, not so good, 23rd in total yards against per game. He loves the Raiders at home, getting 7 points. Fade the public, get uncomfortable. He doesn't think the Falcons are that good. So
I only like this because it could go tandem with my pick. They're going to need points. I think teams are going to score. That's really it. If this game ends 10-7, I'd be shocked.
I think we need Aiden O'Connell to play, but hopefully.
I actually feel fine either way, even with Desmond Ridder. But
Desmond Ridder sucks.
Aiden O'Connell is definitely the better player. So, as terrible as weird that is to say. So, all right. To recap the picks, we have Raiders +7 for Kevin. I'm taking Atlanta and the Raiders over 43.5. And then Strom, you got Jordan Addison 50+ receiving yards. Comes out to +376 for today's parlay.
Not even going to say it's going to hit. On to tomorrow.
On to tomorrow. All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.